His performance during the Netflix is a Joke Festival. Our next guest, right next to me, is taking his experience as a nurse to the stage. You just announced more dates for your comedy tour, which is so exciting. Look here, Nurse Blake in the flesh.
Thank you so much for having me. I got off work today, just for you, just for you.
I'm so excited you're here. Also, a lot of people obviously have a lot of love and respect for nurses.
Yep.
So I want to talk about how you're taking your experience as a nurse. You're giving us this inside scoop on things that we might not be familiar with, but you're also at the same time bringing laughter to something and bringing light and showing there's more to nursing. So talk about how this whole thing came about.
Yeah, nursing is hard. It's challenging. We're burnt out. We're stressed. We're tired. And I've been nurse 10 years now. And about 4 years into my career, I was just like, you know what, I need a little break. And I just started making funny videos, and I realized that nurses everywhere kind of relate to each other. And I had this patient, she would get very anxious. She would get asthma. She had asthma. And I would tell her jokes. And I guess I was so funny, it gave her an asthma attack.
Are you kidding?
So I'm like,
oh
I'm
God.
funny. Like, I'm funny. Like, I need to take this to the stage. So, yeah.
So were your patients the ones that you practiced on,
Basically.
I guess, to make sure? Oh,
Yeah.
that's so funny. Okay, so how do you figure out what joke is gonna work? Especially because you do focus a lot on nursing, obviously.
Yeah.
So how does that work?
All my friends are nurses, right? So I run everything by them. And it's so funny, like, no matter if you work in the States or Australia or Canada, we all are missing a bladder scanner. We all can't have water at the nurse's station. Our PTO always gets denied. So we all go through this. And it's actually Nurses Week today.
I know.
I know.
Which is so great that we're having you on.
Yeah.
This is, so what's been the feedback like? I mean, I know that I know you have a bunch of nurse friends. They're all laughing at all of this stuff. But what's been the feedback like? Because I feel like they must be just thrilled that you're kind of shining a light in a different way.
Yeah, so when I do a show, there's thousands of nurses that come out, or healthcare workers in general, all different ages, which is so cool because you'll have a nursing student next to, you know, a seasoned nurse who had been in the industry for over 60 years. And it's just a blast. They come out in big groups of like 30, 40 nurses. And I think when I do a show in a city, I cause a staffing crisis because all the nurses are there and not at the hospital.
Oh no.
So I say if I'm ever in your town and you have an emergency, don't go to the hospital, just get dropped off at the theater and we'll take care of you there.
Watch, that's actually accurate.
It is true. It is true.
I want to talk about you just had your performance for Netflix is a Joke. How is that? That's so exciting.
Awesome. It was so much fun. I
Your
love
life
it.
changed in what, 2 years? A
It
year?
did, yeah.
That's
It was just kind of overnight, which is wild. And I started just doing 5 shows and then 20 shows. And now last year I did over 120.
Wow.
Hitting the road again for 50 more shows. So nurses love it. I love it. It's so great seeing them able to laugh and connect with one another. Because just like it's Nurses Week right now, you know, nurses get no gifts for Nurses Week. We might get a stale pizza. Some hospitals give nurses a rock.
What?
A rock. They're like, you could decorate it because you rock.
Oh, that's...
It's like, what? No, it's not cute. No,
Okay,
we
well.
want safe staffing. We want higher pay. We don't want a rock.
This is true. Wait, you have a great point. Okay, NurseCon.
Yeah, NurseCon at Sea. So I do a nursing conference on a cruise ship.
This looks cool.
Over 3,000 nurses are on board. I say it's the safest cruise ship ever. We do theme nights and education and parties. We have drag queens on the ship. So it really is the ultimate nursing conference. So we have one coming up next year in April, going to the Bahamas.
I absolutely love this. This is so cool. Well, thank you so much for being here.
Thanks for having me.
Quickly let everyone, because I know you added more dates to your tour.
Yes.
So let everyone know where they can find that information.
Check them out on nurseblake.com. And maybe if you have a nurse in your family, give them a ticket to my show for Nurses Week.
I know, huh? I should send my mom. She's a nurse
Oh,
too.
that's awesome. I love that.
Well, thank you so much for being here. You're the
You're
best.
welcome.
And happy Nurses Week.
Thank you so
and
much.
Nurses Day.